All right, not much of a lunch. Taking a little quicker lunch today. Let's get into it. So, boys looking good. Slowly coming together. It still looks like an oblong shape. Oh, we'll figure it out. Hmm. Love to get the Instagram streaming working, but it doesn't seem to be working streaming correctly. Just goes, I suppose. All right. Anyway, so what do we have on our list? Hello, Timaj. Welcome, Timoj. Welcome, welcome. We're working on this character here. Um, we have a little bit more work to do on the texturing, but we made this character from scratch, so all the way from the ground up. How's work? It's going well. It's going well. My work is going well. Um, Appreciate you asking. If your day is going well. But right now we're working on this guy here. So are you asking how this character works? All right, I like it. W, thank you, thank you. I'm very proud of how the characters come out. It's for a commission for a client. Right now we're going to be trying to get the dice on the back here. These little dice pieces. We're going to make this one into dots instead of um, numbers. No problem. Oh, thanks. We'll go here and go to number 1, and we'll switch this to 1. That's what I was afraid of. It's making them circular. Dot. This one we want to be 1. What? It still has one in the middle. Use middle dot. What the heck? What? No. Okay, so we just got to go ahead and use it. I'm tempted to pull out Substance Designer because I don't like the idea of making these inaccurately. So I'm going to be a little extra, and we won't use Substance Designer because I don't want to mess around with some sort of logic. Something like that to make it. So let's make a camera. We'll make the camera 2040 by 2048 by 2048. Move it up. We'll make a make a grid. And I'm going up here. We're going to call this era die alphas. Save. Okay. And on this GeoNodes object, which we'll add right now, say new GeoNode, and we'll call this circle or instance on points. Easy. And so we'll make a little circle here. Or no, we can just add it directly. Circle, mesh circle. Sure. Maybe a curved circle would actually be better. And then we'll instance on points this mesh that we made and say fill, sure, fill curve, so spline curve. Once again, set blah, 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 spline, 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 curve, circle. There we go. Okay. So you take the curve, fill it, then we can drop it in. The instance, let's turn this up, 128. Okay. And for the radius, I'm going to say 0.1, 0.2. I want to fit them into our orthographic camera. Select the camera. Orthographic. There we go. With a graphic of 1. Perfect. Resolution's fine. Scale's what we want to change right about there. Okay, so there's one object. And we'll just switch this up. So we've got this one will be 4. Duplicate this. Merge at center. This one will be 1. What is a 3? D6 3. I wonder if that even... Dot 6-sided die. One. So the 2 is offset. Interesting. Excuse me. Just the corners. All right, well, duplicate. Turn off 4. This one will be 2. And we just delete these. Easy. Then duplicate it again. Hide 2. Call this one 3. Make a line in between and cut it. Awesome. Hide that. 4. And then for 5, duplicate 4. Call it 5. And we want to extrude an M at center. There we go. 5. Duplicate again. Actually, we'll duplicate 4 again. Duplicate. My God, I am clicking. 6. All right. And 6 is columns like so. Boom. Alrighty. So now we have all these images. Awesome. That we can use. On our rendered view, it looks like this. We don't like that. We want to give all of these the material. Set material to white. And in white, all we want to do, color. White. Bam. Then go to GeoNodes again. There we go. And the background for our scene here should be black. Okay. Now, what we'll do is set up a little animation. And we're going to call the output of this era dot sides, or d6 sides. Actually, we'll cut that. Hello, Evan. Welcome. Make a little folder. D6. How's your day going, Evan? And the scene will range from 1 to 7, because that should be 6 frames. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. All right. And then... Yeah, good, thanks. You sound a little bit better today. I'm definitely feeling better. Definitely feeling better. I still a little... I can tell that I'm still tired. I'll probably still end the stream right around 5. Even though I feel like I should work longer. But I just... I can feel myself slowing down throughout the day. But I'm definitely improved. Hoping to be able to get a run in today. At least that's the hope. Your body may say otherwise. Fair. Fair. Yeah, I could easily finish up the run and just be absolutely done with the day. So for our geonode here, call this instance circle instance dot on point. I'm going to save it. Then I'm going to hide this collection. Then I'm going to make a cube or plane 0. And this new, we'll call this dot per frame. Okay, we'll get rid of the geometry to start with. I don't need that. Instead, we'll drag in this collection. And we have instances that we could delete. So if or compare separate children. Oh, pop my neck. Geo node delete object by bird size. Oops. Frame. Nope. Time. Scene time. Frame. Okay, perfect. And for objects, we do have these instances. We have the names. Name. Geonode compare name. I do have a compare. I want to compare a string. Perfect. So if the name attribute how do I use this? How do I get this value? Have the names right here. Too confusing. Attribute compare. With blur named capture attribute, store named attribute, or remove. I don't want to do any of those. Capture, I guess capture. No, that's what we want to make it. I want to take the names of these objects. I can't do that. Okay. but they are in order. Get instance by index. No. Index. So if geometry I'm actually deleting some of it. So I'm not comparing the right thing. Index of what? I'd like the named attribute name. Okay, this is silly. Too much work. Delete that. Back to animation 0. We've got our dies. So what we'll do is take the frame number, so copy as new driver, and this, and paste driver, edit driver, I really want to understand drivers better because I could make this really easy to change, but we just got to do it manually. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just um, go to our range of 6. On the very first frame, I want the first die to be revealed. So we will keyframe this value. Should be able to do. So insert keyframe on for all these other ones. Okay, and then on 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 now on, and then 6. 5. All right, so now as we go through these, they turn on and off. There we go. For some reason they need to be refreshed. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and good evening. Who are we doing? We're still working on the same character, making some dies. I want to make these dots line up, so I'm making some alpha images. To do that, I'm going to render out these little things. Render animation. Why are they all on? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Copy as new driver. Paste driver. Copy. Paste. 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 Copy. Paste. Copy. And paste. And then delete keyframe. Okay. Now it's working. What does this power? Perfect. It is working now. Render animation. Why? They should be visible. They should be rendering. Why are they not rendering? I have that one there. Render animation. Okay, fuck you. All right. All of that work to do this. I'm just going to do it one at a time now, because I don't know why. Blender's being a little bitch. I should be able to, I don't know, work. Boom. Bam. Boom. Bam. 4. And then 5. Oh, balls, I just undid it. They put the animation type to constant. I think it's the geonodes. I don't know what it is, but the geonodes just aren't rendering. When I scan through my animation here by individual frames, it's working. I'm in the rendered view. I can render out each view and it works. But the moment I render the animation, all my images are blank. Metahumans can, from UE5, can do furries too. It would be interesting. Future. But hello, Diggy. Hope you're having a good day. This should be working. It's just not because it's stupid. But I thought of how to do it for my plane. Okay, so initially I did this. Geonodes. Dot per frame. If I go to fuck me. So annoying. Just work. Go ahead and reopen it. Render the animation. Still doesn't work. And I've made keyframes to turn them on and off, but that doesn't work either. So now we'll just render it out per frame, because I don't know what else to do. I have to make sure I change the name a little bit. Otherwise, when I render the animation again, I can overwrite these. So copy this whole thing, save that, and then go to the next frame. And it's funny because it's even showing them there. Maybe it's the camera. Is my camera getting disabled? Oh. Oh. Try this again. Render animation. No. Just renders the one. What is this? Now it renders. There we go. Renders all of them because they're all enabled on the render. What? You can do it! Thank you, Diggy. Blender, driver, compare, frame, number. Oh. Frame. This little code you could set on a driver on the render icon to get the object rendered frame 20. Frame does not equal 20. Okay, so if I go here and I add a driver, and in this driver I do exactly that. Frame not equal 1. That means turn the rest of these off. It means it only renders here. Nice. If I go to frame 2, it still renders. Hello, Thorn. Welcome. Is there... I don't know. It looks exactly the same to me. Invalid. What's invalid about it? I have this variable. Why don't I just get rid of that? Blood got a new hair. I just washed my hair. Blender driver get frame. They have the hashtag frame. Enough. Delete the driver. One at a time, we're going to do these because they just don't want to work otherwise. It's fucking obnoxious. What's the hashtag useful for? It should be allow me to access the variables here. Maybe I'll copy this as a driver. And I'll go to paste driver. Then edit driver. Frame current does not equal 1. Equals 1? Oh, average value. Okay. I want to switch this to scripted expression. Frame current. Gotcha. Get rid of that. Frame current does not equal 1. This should be able to do that. It's an invalid Python expression. I don't know why. Add a driver variable to keep track of an input used by the driver. Yes. Gotcha. Okay, so I do need to go ahead, copy as new driver, paste driver, edit the driver, and we can say scripted expression frame current does not equal 1. There we go. Okay, so the problem was that it's changed since the last one. So now we can go ahead and copy this driver, paste it here, edit the driver, set it to 2. 2, and repeat. Paste, edit, 3. 3. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But $10, this doesn't work anyway. It doesn't render. Frame 4. Ah, shit. Copy driver, paste. Copy. I'm going to do another one. Paste. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. And copy and paste. Okay, that was a lot of work for something so simple. No way. Okay. Needs to be there the whole time. I render out this frame. We get 6. All right. Render animation. Yay. Okay. That was too much work. But now I know how it works. So when I have to do it again, I know how to do it. I did it! Woo! I just don't want to have to. I'm trying to avoid doing things by hand as much as possible. Even though I end up doing things by hand, but it's now it just feels like I waste so much time doing things manually. Because if I had to redo that once without that, it would have already been way more difficult. All right, we can import all those. Then we can just look them up because we have added the dots. Boom. Slightly transparent, eh? Four and 6. Then we need to turn off this one and add a levels because they are not, they're slightly see-through, which we don't want. They did not render out fully. Wait, didn't they? That all works. What's going on? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6. I'm tired today. Finished up basement at home. Laid out some flooring. Hey, let's go. Nice. Solid manual labor. Ah, the tiling's all fucked up on these. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Okay. There we go. Now we actually have the dice. They look good. Save. And export textures. Okay. One thing down on our list. Okay. Wood. It certainly shouldn't look like that. The suit masks need to be rebuilt. Where are you, what is your plan with your basement? Are you looking to make like a gaming center or something? That'd probably be my plan. Maybe I'm a little jaded, but or, now I can actually center these two. There we go. Yeah, consoles and couch in a bit of a gym. That is awesome. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. That sounds really nice. Quite comfortable. Colt, he was in chat earlier. He got some gym equipment and broke his thumb moving it. So be careful when you're moving your gym equipment. That's all I'm saying. We don't want to make this a chat curse. Well, stop with me. MF just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, MF. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Uh, I don't think I'll ever not be surprised. But hello, welcome. Let me know if you have any questions. Right now, we're making some dice, getting them all sorted out. And we're going to be moving on to some fun stuff. I didn't have much, and I will be careful. Promise. You better. You better be careful. Mm, there we go. Dice created. Okay. Feels good breath. This should have some lines too. So I don't think I exported the suit last time. There were rigged model bases. Would you be able to make hair for them? Most likely, yes. I feel pretty confident in my ability to do that. That being said, it's not always the work that I want to take on. It just depends on the nature of it because sometimes edits can be more complex because you have to go in and understand the system. In some ways, it's a little bit easier starting from because uh, you get to make it how you want it, the system behind it. But generally, yes. All right, that looks bueno. Okay, so now we're going to make a little animation for the tail to move back and forth. We'd like to be able to make a animation for this. Is there any sort of quick toggle we could use from VRC Fury for this? So if we added a toggle component and no, okay, let's remove that. Let's move that toggle. And we will need to do this manually. So first things first, let's just go ahead and create the animation. So create a clip in here. Animation. Era, tail, wag. And I actually should copy the animation data from here. Put it into this animation. And then we'll duplicate. Actually, this will be wag. Zero. Duplicate it to wag one. And we'll take our animator testing, drop it right here so we can actually look at the character and see what's going on. So wag 1 preview, and what we'll do is duplicate the main keyframes here. Say a minute, and just for simplicity's sake, we'll only animate one value, which is this one, this bone here. 2. This one here. Go the other way. Delete the position value. Position that way. Delete position again. All right, now we hit play, and we can see we have this wag animation now. A little stiff. Kingdom Comes Deliverance was announced for Switch today. Crazy how it could run on that console. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that game. This also looks weird. Boom. Boom. No. I feel like it shouldn't look quite as stiff. That's my rotation here. So from 0 to negative 40. Let's just round it. Say negative 40. And then on our positive 40. That should be a little bit. Okay, so we can do that. I'm going to copy the frames here. What are you on? This is 109. So copy these 109. We'll go to era tail wag 0, frame 109, and paste these values. Paste these values. So let's copy and paste too. All right, so now we have these two blend tree, and then we can create another blend tree. It'll be the era tail wag. This will be a blend tree between these two, between wag 0 and wag 1. This will be driven by our parameter. Has to be a float, era slash tail slash wag. Copy that, move it up top there, and then on our FX layer, we're going to want to add this blend tree we just created, tail wag. Layers, direct onto here, grab this guy, add a blend tree. The blend tree will, of course, be our tail wag. And then tail wag will be controlled by era tail. Now, weight's fine, but it should be controlled here. All right, so 0 to 1 value of beginning to wag. Actually, we'll do something a little different. We'll make one more motion field. Set this one to where the threshold, perfect threshold's already there. We'll drop in era tail wag 1, but change the speed so it's 10 times faster. Okay. Then, Jeez, so many things. Take her tail wag. Add tail wag. It's a synced parameter. And with this one. And this one. Then we go to parameters here. We got all these expressions, statuses. Status should be a bool. Move that up. Float, 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 float. Save, please. So a lot more animations we can save. I think I'll go to bed. Good night, Sam. Sounds good, Diggy. Definitely enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for coming by, and we'll see you soon. Good luck with your basement. Default. That's all good. All right. Then we'll add a radial puppet, which we call tail wag. And this controls the parameter era tail wag. Whew. Wish we could have basements here in the UK. I'm kind of surprised to hear that they don't have basements. Is it flood too often or too wet? Take my multivitamin. All right. Looks good. Hello, George P1234. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Doing the tail wag just broke this. Something's breaking there. What is the modeling for, Sam? We're working on a client commission. So this is going to be a VRChat avatar for the client. It'll be their personal avatar. So we're making a character with some features, some functions, getting that taken care of. It's been a little bit slower going than I'd like. Just a lot of details to add. I think it's the high water table, yes. What are they putting in the water? Just lots of it, Sam. Lots of water, right? This should work. Above and below us. I always hear that it's very is how rainy is it? How often does it rain there? I'll be lurking. Sounds good, Thorn. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. What's not set to an instance of an object? Tail wag. Got that. Oh, I see. Parameter rotation is what I wanted it to be. Era, tail, tail wag. There we go. No wagging happening. No waggling at all. Well, we are adjusting it. So it should be moving. So there. Entry. It's getting controlled by weight, which is definitely working. Era tail wag is definitely moving it as well. Maybe I need to move it up in my order so this is above the puppet. The puppet adds onto it. Was lots today, though in the summer there'll be some dry spells. So generally always damp though, or some it's at least humid. At least very humid all the time. I'm not moving at all, but I can move this just fine. Okay, so that leads me to believe it's something else. Era slash tail wag is a parameter. Getting really tired of working on this right now. Tail slash wag. Tail slash wag. Yeah, tail slash wag. Should be right. Parameters. Float default same thing. Um, it's probably something that the animations are conflicting. It's my best guess. Some sort of discrepancy between how the different animations come together. Because we have an animation to make the tail wag, and we also have an animation to move the base position of the tail. Maybe on the puppet 4, our tail puppet, the central spot, I just get rid of that one so that there is a spot when these are at 0 for it to fill in. It's best guess. All right, tools, enable, click, 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 click. Nothing. It's still puppet though, which is good. We can't wag it. We can't wag it. Why? Um, I'm going to look at VRC Fury. I'm going to try to do the direct tree optimizer. Never mind. I don't want to use that. Hello, Wendy. Hello, hello. Excuse me. I'm dying. So now we enter the emulator again, but I want to tell it emulate the FX layer. Tell it to restart too. Then I can look at my direct blend tree and figure out why it's actually just not fucking working. Right here, I see it, you see it. Why no work? And the gesture emulator broke again. What a crap tool. Right, and I have the ability to control these. So we can go into our direct blend tree, look at the tail wag, tail, puppet. Clearly that's working. I can see the parameters moving there. Tail wag, also working. Or moving it, moving things. But I don't see no wagging. I don't see no. If I go to my FX layer, let's look at the animations themselves. The testing onto the character. Go to wag 0. Play. So play. Nothing happens. Because it shouldn't. It's wag 0. But on here, we definitely see that moving. So it should at least be doing that. Should at least be doing that. Clearly it's not. And if we look at the blend tree for the tail wag, we are using the correct animations. So it must be that in the FX layer, in our direct blend tree, the tail puppet and the tail wag conflict. There's no other reason for it not to work. They just don't actually work together. Nope. Apparently this parameter doesn't actually just fucking do anything. All right. All right, put the puppet back on. This is working. Parameters or tail menu. We have tail wag. And the parameter rotation does adjust that value. But we still don't see him moving. Ay, ay, ay. Time to sit down. Still don't see it moving. Ay, ay, ay. Wag. Parameters. Tail wag is a float. Default is 0. We save it. We sync it. That's what we'd want to do. The blend tree. I've already gone through this so many times. That's the correct parameter. Those are the correct parameters. What happens if I turn this, say, disable? Save, play. Nada. Nada. Yeah, not this. But that's so weird because I removed the tail puppet. That's the only other. Well, the one thing about my animations is that they do for the tail wag animation, it does target the pretty much targets only this bone. Tails 00X. And that is what is that's part of it right there. Root transform. And I have is animated on. Someone shoot me. What is going on? Get rid of the tail puppet. Only have the tail wag now. There should be nothing interfering with it. Nada. Nothing.
Let me show you.
Still doesn't move. I don't understand. Maybe it's the timing of it. If I go to tail wag 0, I did add this second set of frames here. Let's delete that and try it again. The missing reference exception. The object of type animator state machine has been destroyed. We're still trying to access it. Um, oh, did I not delete that? Okay, maybe I deleted it on the wrong fake version. Okay. What? I hate getting stuck in just text. but I can see it going through there. There's nothing that should be preventing this. Okay, we just have to move on. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm really tired of looking at it. Okay, let's go ahead and start splitting the mask. So we have our mask object here. And what we'd like to do is make two chunks of it. So I'll have the mask here, and then we'll duplicate it. We'll have mask I guess left and right. All right. And the main mask. In our first mask, we'd like to do a Boolean cut. So add Boolean for everything. And we'll use bool mask. But we did change where that bool is. So we need to move it here. And turn it on again. Okay. Interesting. Deleted that half. There should be more deleted. Should cut out this chunk. Hello, Frosty. Welcome. Let's just extract the bool here into our mask, and we'll say view bounds display as wire. Okay, that makes sense. It just wasn't far enough back right there. How's it going? It's going well. We're making some different masks here for our character. Making a left and right side mask. This is our character, by the way. The guy down below, that was the initial concept art. And then we have this guy right here. So a lot of work's gone into him. He's very custom, powerful, and more work to do. But hi, hope you're having a good day and welcome. Such a complex avatar. Yeah, it is. Maybe a little too much. Didn't quite expect it to be so complicated, but I mean that's okay. It's just how it goes. Interesting. So we lose the weight painting there on the Boolean. So what we'll require doing is a data transfer after the Boolean cut from the Boolean, or just the main mask, for vertex data, vertex groups, all layers by name. Yeah, and that should work now. Nope. All right, I have to click here, move it. Wild. Okay, let's try something else. If I go ahead and apply the Boolean, apply the data transfer, we get that. Then I isolate that in the rig. And the rig allows it to move. Why? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. It's the shrink wrap that's breaking it. Everything else is working fine. But it's my armature that's actually busted. Okay. So that's crazy and amazing, and I'm doing good. Well, thank you, Frosty. I appreciate that. It's been a challenge, but we're surviving. We are surviving. Um, make a new collection here called Hidden Mask, and we'll take the bool and the original mask and drop them down there. And I'm not actually sure if I need the data transfer. I probably don't. So we'll leave that off and turn off hidden. Okay, so those are our objects. Um, okay. Hello, Sue the Dwagon. Welcome back. Welcome back. Been doing a bit more work on the avatar I have. Good. Make anything fun for it yet? As of yet? Let's actually go ahead and save and export F8X. Bam. This. Hey, Frosty, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. I appreciate that very deeply. And let me know if you have any questions. We're just kind of chilling right now, but we'll be doing a lot more as time continues. Time allows. I actually linked the hue shift to an animator so I can control my avatar's colors from the action wheel. Interesting. Actually linked the hue shift to an animator. So okay, very cool. That's smart. That's very smart. It is nice to have that kind of level of control over your character. Interesting. Satisfying. All comes with the bonus being able to apply hue shift effects to the goo form. That sounds good. Okay, I'm just making a plan. All right, backup copy here of the file. We've been working for a long time. Make a backup, and we'll say free face rigging. And I think we'll do that today because I know how to do it. And it's time to make progress in something I can control. Something I can control. So we'll make a new tab. Call this one face rigging. And we'll just get everything set up for animating the face. So go here. What would be a good character for all the characters we've done recently have had muzzles. I also modeled kind of like a core thingy for the goo form that shows through the goo in the chest area. Interesting. Like a seed of some sort? So many characters I've had that have such a flat face. It's gonna be hard to find one that works, so we'll have to do it from scratch. Okay, go here, Vadio, copy our scripts. Actually, no, Evanhorn. We don't need. I'm not gonna do the face rigging, so I don't think I should include it because it's just gonna make it more complicated. Paste it. Okay, now we've got the script. We'll rename this to Era and drop that there. Save. Okay, we've got the facial animations now. My rig. Good. All right. Then we're going to do File, Append, go up to Vadio, take the action, shape key Baker, drop this onto our rig here. We'll rename it to Era, shape key Baker, save it, and then let's see how this lines up. Probably not super well. That's not too bad, actually. Okay. So we got some Viseams. Excuse me. Let's get rid of the blinks first. So for 10, double blink. Go ahead and go in here. Reset our expression completely. And then we need to make a blink shape. Triangulate Islov. Take these two and isolate them. How do Viseams work? I mean, what are they? So you can kind of approach Viseams in a few different ways, but generally, when most people are talking about them, Viseams are baked uh, mouth movements. So the word Viseam is actually a reference to the shapes your mouth makes while you're talking. So that's what it's doing. So basically, you're saving each mouth motion, like ah, ooh, k, like all these different shapes, into like a little library of mouth shapes. And so when that sound is heard, it puts that mouth shape onto the character, and that way you can imply that they're talking and the shapes that they're making match the sounds you're hearing. Because you could also just do like a very classic anime, like just mouth open. We call it the mouth flap, or just open and closes. So it's for lip syncing the avatar to your mic. Correct. Specifically to your mic. And then, of course, in VRChat, you can add actual face tracking, which I've done for a few characters. But this is more the real deal. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to exit the animation really quick and actually remove it because I want to get my blinks saved into the rig directly. I like that. Very cat-like. Nice. So we can select the top, open up AutoRig Pro, and say Pose Tools. Like those. So then I can select everything, reset it, and if I move these back, perfect, it will close to this shape. So that's the actual link pose now, which is good. Add it here, go to 10, record, refresh, and then paste. Boom, boom. Awesome. On 20, it's just the one side. 30, it's the other side. Okay, there we go. Now we got some blinks. Bada boom. And then you can also, many times people also save expressions into a shape key as well. The one thing you may want to know, I like to make a rig for my characters in order to quickly iterate on the shape keys and have them backed up and saved into an animation file. But generally, blend shapes or shape keys are not very good for your character. They're actually very bad for performance. The more blend shapes you have, the more shape keys you have. Generally, the worse your character performs. Now, when people say the worst performs, usually that's actually in the context of like extreme examples. Like if you had a server full of people with like 200 shape keys, then you're going to really notice some issues with shape keys. But um, it generally, if you could do it with just bones, that's probably actually the best way to go. Probably nuke the blend shapes on some of my models that don't use them. Then, yeah, if you're actually, what I would recommend is using, if you're not using VRC Fury already, uh, they have, I believe, an optimizer for it. So paste this, let's paste that in the chat. It's like a nice add-on. I believe they have some sort of blend shape optimizer. Yeah, exactly. There, VRC Fury blend shape optimizer. You just slap this onto your character. Um, blend shape link at VRC Fury. This one's very, very simple. You just add the blend shape optimizer, and this does exactly what it says. Automatically bake all non-native blend shapes into the mesh, saving VRAM free. So very useful in that way. It's very laggy. All right, so 60. Let's open up my ProRef. Excuse me. Yeah. Saves you some time, saves you some worry. There's a lot more to VRC Fury, and honestly, all of it's pretty darn good, to be honest. Um, I'm starting to really embrace that in my workflow, and it's been pretty great. Because like there's some things that usually take me a lot longer to do that I just didn't even have to worry about this time around, like making blend or yeah, making a bunch of stuff just for gobbledygook. Okay, so this is my Viceme reference down in the corner, what I'm going to use to make my little animations here. Bam. That's 65. 70 is f, as in fudge or fudge you, mother fudger. Fudge you, mother fudger. Let's see if we can get rid of this jaggedness there. There might be something we can fix in edit mode. Oh yeah, it's a little fucked up in there. Okay. Let's get in there and fix that. Huh. I wonder what happened. That I'm okay with. A little open corner. Anyhow, I just threw on. I basically set up all my additional menus in VRC Fury Smart. I would do as much of that in VRC Fury as you can. And I just throw on the blood shape optimizer. Also throw on a direct tree optimizer just to see if that works in a test build. Very smart way to do it. Very smart way to do it. AD is the. Interesting. This may not work well if I animate the root bones of the tongue. $85. 90 is d. 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 Pretty close to what I had before, but best to do it from scratch. 100. This is actually very close. So I'm going to change that one. 105. 110. 110 is ch. This one will change. How did I miss lips sync? In what way? How did you miss it on your own character, or hope it's not too late? I just started. Certainly, the video will be backed up, um, and I do touch on my process and stuff. But 120 is um, and we'll kind of do it twice with this character, maybe. Did not know you would teach this. I go through the whole that here on stream, all the way from sculpting, box modeling into VRChat integration. It can take a while. It takes like 2 weeks to go through it though, for each avatar. So it's a bit of a. It can take some time. Thanks for pointing out the blend shape optimizer for me. Absolutely, absolutely. I just learned of it myself, and I'm pretty hyped about it. But certainly let me know if you have any questions, Deco. 130 is is a Nancy, like this. So, and by the way, the images that I'm looking at down here, right in this little window, those are from uh, Facebook. So VRChat uses the Oculus Visemes. So if you ever want to find the reference images I'm looking at right now, you can just Google VRChat Visemes or go to this page, and it has all of them kind of listed out, showing what they look like, which is pretty cool. Oh, no problem. No, that looks right. And then 140 is R. Pretty similar to this other one. In fact, let's go ahead and copy this. Instead of 40. Doesn't like when I copy all. 130. Just want these. Thank you. But 150. Wonder which one that one is. This is ah. I do have the option in tools to adjust some of this. I think we'll leave it right where it is. So that was ah. Then we want to go to 160. Which is basically just closed a little bit, and you kind of round out or square out the corners. Do the same here. but even tighter, and that's for E. E. 180 is O. This one will have to be completely from scratch. O. O. I mean, my avatar counts as poor. Oh, sorry, did I miss something there? So there's quite a performance improvement from it. I mean, my avatar counts as poor currently, but that's from 24 material slots and 1 light. Well, the one other thing you might want to look at for optimization would be there's a skinned mesh renderer merger from VRC Fury. That's another nice way to, because if you combine objects, you can lower the amount of slots quite easily. Can't exactly merge materials either because they all have different parameters for their shaders. That's actually fine. Well, it depends on how you set it up, but if you are using Poyomi, if you happen to be using Poyomi, well, a few things. If you're using Poyomi, you can set your, you can give it these values here, and these are called rename. As long as you have it renamed and animated, and you animate it while it's locked, then that doesn't matter because it will make that specific animation keyframe for this specific. That's why the renamed is very important there. Hello, Zuru. Hello, welcome. um, but just merging your objects might help as well. Um, but as long as you use the renamed, that's fine. And I believe uh, VRC Fury also has this really cool toggle system that's very easy to set up, where you just make a component for a toggle. You tell it where you want to be in your menu. There's some other stuff here, but basically you tell it to toggle, and one of the things you can toggle are Poyomi values, material properties, things like that. Very handy. Very handy. But back to animation. And let me know if you have any questions. But what have you been up to, Zru? Anything fun this evening? Just finished my duties. Duty. Don't want to make the mouth too small. I'm gonna set that. So we're going to lower this a little bit. Bring in, oh, actually, this would be a great one for that tool I was just looking at. These ones. Insert keyframe. Because if I go here, they have this lip retain and stretch feature. It's quite handy. I mean, almost. Almost pooped. Okay, that looks better. Ooh. Ooh. I don't see the material slot optimizer in VRC Fury. Sorry, it's not. So if you combine objects, like say you have a bunch of different objects, you can combine your objects together. So the toggles, that was kind of something I was talking about in order to set up animations easily. But if you want to merge things, they have this, um, where was it? Armature link, I believe. This feature will attach a prop with or without an armature to the avatar if link from avatar match the avatars. Armature is matching the avatars, the armatures will be merged, and the extra run will not count towards performance rank. So that's a good way to bring it down. Can't combine objects because they're all linked to separate toggles mostly. Gotcha. Um, yeah, that may prove a little difficult if you already have quite a system set up. Excuse me. Sorry to cough. 010 and 010. And this is much smaller mouth shape. There we go. At most, I can shave off like 2 material slots, and even that seems unlikely. All right, so we got most of the vice seams done. I feel like the face moves a little bit too much with some of these. Like if I go to 60 here, go to weight paint. There should be a little bit less stretching here. Just a little, something to ease out this. Then right here. Why can't I smooth it? I am smooth. I want to smooth it better, but I can't. Also, trust me, I wish to keep those material slots in check, but it's not really that simple. It really depends. There's some really extreme ways to optimize things, but you know, it's all variable, right? It's like depends on who you're hanging out with a lot. Like if other people have computers that can deal with it, then it's not really a concern, I would say. You know. Okay, perfect. At least it isn't very poor. It's literally only the material slots and that one light taking performance and nothing else. Most of the time, very poor doesn't necessarily mean like badly performing. It just means how much do I want the face to move the ear and hair? It would be medium if those weren't the case. What an odd expression. Um, all right, so let's look at this angry expression. Oh, I don't have a. Oh my god! All right, clicked. Click this, please. Uh, I've just watched The Talented Mr. Ripley. I mean, almost. Still have like 15 minutes to end it, but I hated it. Who's Mr. Ripley? If I didn't use my amateur link, then the avatar would perform horribly, and I guess not render properly either. I'm trying to catch up on the classics. Mr. Ripley. I don't think I've ever heard of this one. Oh, it looks a little gay. Got thruple energy from the image that I'm seeing. It was for a few minutes. Angie. 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 I've never thought this movie will be about another psychopath. I mean, that's kind of well. I mean, when I looked it up, it said thriller slash true crime or something like that. Psychopaths everywhere. I mean, that's the whole. It's the charisma game. Sociopaths and psychopaths. Are you a psychopath? No. I feel like my life would be a lot easier if I was. I feel like generally things would come together a lot quicker in my life if I was. But no. Well, I got to go. Sounds good, Suki. Good luck with your avatar. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for chatting with me. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'll be here all week, so hope to see you soon. 260. Happy is 270. That's what a psychopath would say. Well, look, so Rooney. No, I would be. I always wonder. It's like I think like the easiest thing to know is like, okay, Do you think psychopaths worry if they're a psychopath? I don't think they do. Don't think they do. There was a very interesting like doc. You don't seem worried. I would say that it's something I like paranoidly worried about, but not like a legitimate way. Like, what if I'm broken? With eyebrows, which makes this interesting. Whoa, gotcha. 255. We will set this to 0, 1, and 0. Should probably do that soon. T190. 5. There we go. It's 10:15 p.m. Neighbors will move their furniture for the next 20 minutes now. Thanks. They just gotta, when the meth kicks in, it's time to move things. Every freaking day. I'm not super excited to be moving back out into a apartment complex soon. I don't really want to deal with exactly what you're dealing with. But, say la vie. Every freaking day, I mean night, and it sounds like they're shoving snow or something. Put down the P tarps, honey. And it's so in rhythm. Wait a second. I mean, that was my first assumption. Maybe that says too much, but They're getting their groove on. You know, the sound is like moving the couch back and forth, but they like move 1.5 meters every second, 1 to 5 meters every second. They have a dog. I bet it's a dog. I don't know. That'd be pretty obvious if it was a dog, because you would know. Push 2 meters, pull 2 meters. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like they're just doing saucy time. You know? Perfect. Time to stand up. Time to stand up. Y'all stand up too. It's the weirdest fucking sound I've ever heard. You can always talk to your landlord, maybe. Be like, record it and be like, what is happening here? Just say that they're making drugs and you have video evidence. Okay, I think I need to re-weight hair. It moves quite a bit with the head. So what we're going to do is go in here, select all the hair, and just separate it really quick. Go to weight paint, select the guys, and just boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, that was definitely broken then. It's on the wrong side of the head. This is too. Wait, what the fudge? What the fudge? Okay, so that's no good. Actually, no good. Oh, well, I'm glad I noticed now. Is anything else like that? Thinking moving out in like 4 months. Hey, that's awesome. I'm also looking to move out as well. I'll be sooner than that though. I shouldn't have done that. Let's make sure this record feature is off. So these guys here, this one and this one, Control I, separate the hair from the ears, go into the hair, look at it from each bone, just pan through the animations. Okay, it's not doing crazy stuff anymore. And does it move with the skeleton? Yes. Okay, so we can combine the hair back. But for the ear, we're going to add a mirror for the ear. A mirror for the ear. And combine it. That should be good right there, I think. Well, let's double check. Interesting. Still broken. No good. He should have heck animation, a little Schwarzenegger moment. Boom, boom. I wish I could do that. Like this one. Boom. Something like that. Ooh, ooh. Just a little. No, not enough. Not enough. All right, but these ones are also busted. And in fact, should probably be deleted and flipped and combined with the ear as well. I'm assuming that this is the issue. Okay. Pretty close. Pretty close. I don't want it moving that much, though. Don't want it moving that much. But he does have Peck Booba physics that floats your boat. Yeah, these can't move as much as ones. Oh yeah. Combine. Okay, so now we've got the basic facial animations done. Um, we've split the mask. We'd like to figure out how to do not into huge pecs at all, but he's so huge, no fat at all. Let's add a displacement. And what we'll do is cry. We will limit it with a new group called displace underscore breathing or breath. And then back to here, give it the displace breath. And what we'd like to do, I'm going to turn it down. Just want like a breathing. So that'd be the chest moving up, ribs moving out, and the back moving out. Okay, so generally, why is it all dust? Oh, right, because there's a whole other object nested into the body. That's right. Okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm definitely just going to use this. Okay, no. False. Okay. But if we do that, and then we'll add a vertex weight edit of this to the displace breath. Wait, mix then. No, that's still not great. Just wish I had a slider to turn this off. Seems like a little too much. A little much. So let's turn it down to maybe half that. Yeah, that looks like breathing. Okay. We'll save that into a displace because the nice part about using it as a modifier is I can always save a shape key. Handy dandy. Okay. So we added a breath. We haven't added an animation for it yet, though. Now we need to make some animations for the mask. So for the mask, we're going to keep it really simple. I would love to make a full set of vice seams for them. Maybe I will. Maybe well, let's take a quick look. Unity. What is the setup we need to make for facial animation? Because I think we can get the vice seam count. So if I go to VRChat parameters, we have this animation parameters documentation. We have the voice, which is what we'll mainly use, at least to make the mask flap open when it's talking. Like that. And then we have, but we do have expressions 1 through 16. Well, expressions. What am I really looking for? Vice seams. Do. Oculus vice seam index 0 through 14. Okay, so there is a vice seam parameter. That's good to know. The difficult part is that generally the mask is going to have a happy or sad expression. So if we look at it, look at it. Look at the mask. And in fact, we should make another animations for this, which we'll call mask shape key baker. Yeah, right. I mean, should we? Absolutely. We're going to use all of these. Well, at least. Okay, well, at least bake some basic expressions first. Okay, let's put this here at 0. And then we go to 5. Okay, so we'll do the happy face first. But for the eyes, they're always in the same position, which is. Oof. It's this, the Boolean. Oh. Okay, well, I fucked up there. Let's delete the mask, right? Wait, but it's this side that's messing up. Boolean lifter. So it's probably going to look better once the Boolean's applied. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me think about that. Maybe what would be best for the mask, perhaps what would be best for the mask is to not do a Boolean cut. Well, if I leave it as a shader, then it may not load sometimes. So it'd be best if they're a separate mesh. Um, so let's just do the expression. Go from there. I'm thinking about things too long. I just need to be doing things. All right, so we have the smile. And then here we'll have a smile. Or sorry, not the smile. We have the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where'd my bone go? Oh, I guess that is that the corner of the mouth though? Wait, what? Where did my other bone go? Oh, okay. It is there. Scared. Hmm. All right, we can still save the animation. We still have the main mask back. I'm gonna look at the reference one more time. Hmm. Do I redo it? I don't really want to redo the mask. I have something that's super close. The eyes maybe change permanently. Okay, let me double check with the client really quick. Okay, well, in the meantime, we'll wait on that response. Well, happening right now. But I would like to see if we can get the characters' facial animations in and just use bones instead of shape keys. Perfect. I'll probably redo it. So, for some reason, I was under the impression that the mask should move. I don't know where that thought crept into my brain, but it appears that the mask is actually just that's just what it is. So it is actually um, static. It does not move at all. So we can go in and just model the whole thing. Nice, cool work, Sky. Okay, get distracted again. Um, that app, just studio lighting, please. The mask is static. Yes, yes. So I don't know why I was under the impression it was meant to move, but I just double checked with Jester, and it is in fact static. No movie. Mascaroni. And if that's the case, we can kind of rethink how we're doing it. Because we just need to make these hats. I'm gonna sit down now. Well, actually, I don't. I don't need to change it too much because I can just go back to this one. Actually, not too bad that we rigged it because we can delete these guys. There's no reason to delete them. Leave them there. Hide them. Turn on our hidden mask. Um, and what we would like to do is just adjust the shape of it. A little bit. Yeah, I think I don't know why I've had it so set in my brain that it should be moving, but I guess I never really stopped to confirm. um, bend, bend. I'm just seeing what this is gonna look like because it does break, which is unfortunate. What? But when we're in here, we can kind of see the side. But then if we pull this back, I feel like we kind of lose the shape of it. So I don't know, some sort of a change to be made there. That's amazing. I've never used this one. Mm. Oh, funny. Ooh. Oh, welcome back, Thorn. Hello, hello. Looks like a Ninja Turtle when you max it. Hey there, Colt. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Okay, now we can do this. I'm gonna squish the mask. And then I think if I put give it this lattice, it will destroy itself. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I'm. There's not a way to like reset my lattice. Sam, you seem kind of tired. I'm always tired. I'm always tired. Depression check? No, no, definitely not depression. But I am definitely tired. I can tell. It's been a long week already. Motion from another mesh. No. Gotta get on that workout train. PTSD and depression, feel tired 24/7. Exercise is the only option. I just have to share it with someone because I'm an infant dummy. I use my left hand as a reference to create the splint for my thumb, but I forgot to mirror the model before printing, so now 6 hours later I have a perfect splint for the wrong hand. That's funny. It works for everybody. The exercise quite literally makes your brain release chemicals. Like this face here. +1 in vouch for exercise. It's the only. I've done a lot of. I've experimented with a lot of different ways to combat my depression, and the only reason I am not depressed right now is because exercise. That is just that. I mean, certainly I don't have a lot of things in my life that are like eating away at my energy in other ways, but I guarantee you, it's all about the neurons. Exercise plus doggo for me. Oh. I want to round this out, but I don't want to. I want to do it in a way that doesn't break anything. Corgis have that effect. Yeah, you get it. You get a cat. They're cheap. You can find them for free sometimes. I want to be able to round this. Why wouldn't the this work? I haven't been to my VR cycling group in weeks now because of being at my mom's place. Well, I'm glad. It sounds like you're back home. That's good to hear. I get a cat, but I live in my parents' house. I don't allow pets maybe when I move out. It's a good plan. Good plan. Um, Thornton, definitely your environment plays a big role in depression and all that jazz. Um, taking the time to get into a safe place is good. The cast one actually wasn't too bad. It just pushes it to a here. Binks raid. Hello, hello, Binks. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Binks. Hello, Naleki. A raid. Hello, welcome. Nice to expression of family trauma or environment or both. Yeah, I figured that was like VRChat or another app. Hello, Cole. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I am on a multi-stream, so I may miss some notifications, but I did get the Vox Gaming 02 follow. Thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome, welcome. Let me show you what we're working on, everyone. So this is a character I've been working on for the past like 2 weeks. The client commission of this character here, and he looks pretty cool. I'm just going to show him off since you're all here. And thank you again for the raid, Binks. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. But look at his cool. He's got a cool face. He's got this cool transparent depth effect on his legs and stuff. So he's got like a volume to his body, which is cool. He's got wings. He's got a tail. He's got a bunch of outfits too. Soaring Fitness, no spaces for the Discord. Go have a look it up. Does it work for treadmills as well? I'll probably just do it for the same amount of time, right? That looks way better than my armature weight paints we were doing. Holy moly. Well, we're still in weight painting hell in our own way, Binks. So if that makes you feel better. We're still certainly struggling in some ways. I have to make this mask do things I want it to do. Deform. I need a deforming mask. Can you do the Goofo hand for the Raiders? Goofo hand. Can you treadmill if you like groups are very laid back. Okay, sorry, 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My mom stopping by, say hi, grab some stuff. I'm gonna go now. I'm super tired as usual. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Sounds good, Thorn. Get some good rest. Get some good, healthy rest and sleep. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm for Thursday. It's going by so quick. Um, there's yoga, general fitness, taekwondo. Taekwondo, interesting. VR taekwondo. All right. So what's the plan? The plan is to go ahead and take our rig here for the mask. We're going to undo these. This one. So it's just the eyes that are set there now. Or no, let's do the full expression, right? Because we got one side's happy, one side not so happy. You know what? I'm just gonna redo the mask. I really want to make this work right. If it's not moving, it's just static. Let's just remake it. Hello, Fallout. So we'll make a new collection. We're gonna call this Mask V2. Grab our reference image right here. Just drag that in. I'm going to make a circle of 8. Bam. Rotate it. Shrink it. Hard for me to gauge the size. So yeah, let's just pop it up here really quick. Right about there. I've been trying to find ways to incorporate my Q3, my Quest 3 with my treadmill. Usually I just throw up a movie or emulate a retro game or something, but I am up to try new things. Interesting. Very cool. Good to see how and hear how people are using the VR headsets. Hello, Fallout. Welcome. I have a question. Working with a base with face tracking, if I don't miss those shape keys, it should all still work when I port it back to Unity, right? Or maybe I should get that program you use to test if it works after. You definitely want to be able to test within Unity if you have the ability to. It's good. It definitely is harder to test when just your client has the headset. That will get a little trickier for sure. Do you have some sort of equipment to do the face tracking testing with? No. Okay. I mean, I thought it was later than I thought. I have to get going. Have a good stay up in chat. Sounds good, Cole. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your evening. Get some good rest. We'll see you soon. A good experience for me. Really nice folks. Staff as well. That they have staff. That's fascinating. So yeah, if you don't have the ability to test there, I don't know what other options are available to you. Hope to see it eventually in one of the biking classes. Uh, hmm. I'm not 100% sure, Fallout. That's a little tougher for sure because I would have a hard it'd be a hard time. I'd have a hard time not using it to test. Um, what was your question again, though? I guess it'll just be that when then he has to try it on and see if the face tracking is fully intact. Oh yeah, but your question on if I have the right blend shape for the as long as you're able to verify that the parameters, like just go in and manually tweak the parameters to see if they're working properly, I would definitely do that. What I used to set up my face tracking was the Jerry face tracking. So I think it's in here actually. So Jerry VRC face tracking. Just gonna type that in. Love you too, Mom. Have a good day. I'll catch you later. See ya. You're should be my friend, so. Yeah. See you soon. I will. I will. Base already has it. I'm doing mesh modding to be custom. Oh, even better. Okay, so if you have the system already set up to go, um, then yeah, as long as you have matching blend shapes with the correct names, everything should work well. Um, I would just try to do some like standard, try to create some standard expressions all in Unity just to make sure that it's all coming together, or in Blender. But yeah, that should actually work pretty well. As long as you're confident that your blend shapes are working well, are going to work well, that'll be fine. All right, we're recreating the master because I'm insane. That's why. I don't like that. Take one of these. Commission is pretty much done. Just need a few new hands to it and learn Substance Painter. Guy gave me a month, so well enough time to do it all. Good, good. Yeah, if you have a month, you should be doing pretty good there. Um, Certainly, it can get tricky. I'm still a little torn on doing editing work for people because it sometimes it turns out to be the hardest part of making an avatar. But I suppose you kind of specialize that in a sense where you're taking assets and retrofitting them, changing them and stuff. Um, It's so funny because I knew when I was putting the mask together that the odds of me having to redo it were super, super high. I could just tell. I was like, there's just a good chance that this is going to be harder than I think it is. And I was right. I was right. Get this rig out of here. There we go. And how many are there here? 8. Yep, that's what I thought. These. Yeah, body modeling is my specialty. I'll show you if in your server real quick. It took me a good hour or two. Hour or two. Connect these. Take a quick little look-see. Very cute. Noise. Guy saw my personal avatar and really wanted something like it. Very cool. Excuse me. Is the one on the right yours then? Which one's the edited one? So we don't have to flatten it or shape it. We can just flatten it like that. And we'll move it back just a little. Let's have a little bit nicer fill. All right. And then connect these two. Oh, excuse me. Should be starting from this. Left is edited, the right is base. Okay, that's what I thought. This is what I thought. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Bada boom. Then we can dissolve this one. We can even dissolve this and this. So it's one more edge there. I guess we can accommodate. Excuse me. So one final thing, we'll make a sphere. A subdivision. Take these. And I think we'll slap a shrink wrap onto this sphere with a project on the negative. The thing I love to do is unparent all bones unless I want the whole chain edited. I use pose bone scaling to scale the weight painted to it and move the bones to stretch out of bed. It helps me with workflow personally over doing sculpting. No, I think that's a great way to work. I think ideally you're using every kind of parameter available to you to adjust and tweak and get to work correctly. Maybe I should do this after the subdivision. Oh, it is after the subdivision. Four. We'll do that. Okay, that's what I was expecting. Lux, what? What? The man. He's so sassy, guys. He's such a sassy kitty cat. All right, let's isolate this really quick and just do some more adjustments to make it match closer. I guess something like that. And then we'll take this square, squish it in a little. Man, I really want to see this guy in VRC when he gets the avatar. I think this is my favorite Safari stuff. The concept is just so cool. Well, thank you. I can't take credit for the concept, but it is. I do really enjoy how it's all coming together. Definitely a strong personality. There we go. I'm really liking that, actually. We just want to get the eyes a little bit thinner. And I think we're basically there. But I definitely need to do more promotional videos of the avatar I've made for either myself or my clients. It needs to happen. Be good to share what I'm doing a little bit better, a little bit more directly. Sometimes I'm just kind of lazy about it. It's just hard to consider. Oh, I need to make like spend a few hours promoting after a few days of working. Not necessarily the most enticing thing to do. All right, let's apply the shrink wrap. Never thought the best way to advertise stuff. I think for me, it's usually just even just doing a portfolio stuff. Like, even if I just wanted to put this character in a portfolio, like that can take a few hours to do properly. If you wanted to do like wireframes and whatever kind of features or skill or something you were looking to promote from that work. I'm gonna crease this one. Okay, very close. Very, very close. Mom's time. Catch you tomorrow, probably. Sounds good, Wendy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for coming by. And we'll see you mañana. Okay, that feels much closer. Much, much closer. Much, much closer. My favorite phrase. I'm lazy on advertisement too. I really need to get verified on VRC traders and post portfolio too. It's a great. That is a great Discord. They did a really good job with that Discord. Okay, now we're going to make another backup copy. We'll call this 20 pre mask redo redux. Okay. And now I will apply mirror because we're going to try to make this broken one. It's fun. I look at in there 2 to 3 times a day, looking at the commissions tab. It's like watching the stock market kind of thing. It is kind of. I see that. I see that. That looks bad. So it has to be before the subdivision. I don't know. After. I guess I need to turn up subdivisions here. Excuse me. It's 4:20 already. I feel like I just have not gotten enough done these last few days. We applied the mirror. Now we can start shaping mouth a little bit better. So this one opens up a little bit more. This one does the opposite. See, the difficulty with these is that not all the wait, that's good. I'll relax these ones. This one in the middle too. Excuse me. Another one of the reference images I'm looking at is this one. And this one's very flat. Like it's just a shell and a texture basically. Like it's not actually oh, why don't I just okay. Lux. My best advertisement is my world. None of it's furry, but I still get people from the furry worlds notice me. That and I also always run in my personal avatars. That's interesting. I have not had too much success with to promote a personal world, but that was a long time ago the last time I tried that. Why don't we do just texture? What am I beating around the bush for? Just do a texture version. Go from there. Yeah, that's going to be simplest. Hey, Event Horizon Experiences, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We are working on this guy right here. Look at him. He is cool. We're making him look awesome. And we're trying to figure out exactly how it should look too. All right, last question. In this image, I do have 150 avatars there, so that helps. 150, my goodness. I guess that definitely drives traffic. All right, now we're going to separate the masks. I think we'll take the edges. Man, I'm so not sure if this is the way I want to do this. I feel like my brain has been on pause for like 4 days now. I hate getting sick. I hate getting sick. Don't get sick, anyone. Anyone listen to this advice? Don't get sick. It's a bad idea. I don't recommend it. Excuse me. All right. Separate this side of the mask. I just feel sick today after the food I had. Uh oh. Food poisoning? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Actually, why cut it this way? Let me merge these back in. Mesh, merge by distance. The cat sounds so sad. What are you yelling about, Les? What about? Nah, I just didn't like it. I mean, fair. Fair. Or maybe it contained gluten. Gluten intolerance sucks. Okay. So now we've kind of recreated what we had before. All right. Like how they make like pseudo teeth when I cut them like this. It's kind of satisfying. But I'm just trying to pull out any of the stretching on it. You can kind of see where it stretches a little. And I'm just trying to get rid of that. Perfect. All right, perfectly smooth. And we get rid of the boule for now. And the mask, or the egg shape. Then we can mesh this one. Then bring back our boule. Goodbye egg. Take these two. Duplicate. Hide this one. Boolean. Looks like a crescent moon. I always liked that kind of shape language. Very like classic dream language, stars, crescent moons. I think I've always been kind of drawn to that. Not necessarily like a surface feel, but like kind of close to that. I always thought that was kind of cool. All right. So now, do I project this beforehand? That. I don't mind that. It looks pretty cool, actually. Does that fit onto the face pretty well? That looks a lot better already. Good. Good. So we can duplicate this one, switch it to intersect. Now we have the two halves. Yay. Excuse me. And what we can really do is do Alt D to duplicate. So that way they actually are sharing the same data. And I can cheat. Quantum mesh should be really handy now as this is a static thingy. Maybe. I have a I have a hard time working with that sometimes with the static remeasure. I certainly see its usefulness, though. What if I just fill that? It's fine with me. Or do I have me thin? So instead of filling the back, hit it with a solidify. It doesn't seem to like that or that. It's not bad. I don't like that. That certainly looks better. That's for sure. Much, much closer to the original look. Turn off Boolean here. I kind of want to see if just kind of give it a little bit of bump, you know, a bit of bump. I like it flat. Yeah, I'll leave it. Okay, perfect. I think we just go ahead and apply these now. So select them both, make single user, object data, bam. Take the first one, apply the Boolean. Second one, apply the Boolean. Take them both, isolate them. Now we have to, we're going to select all of them, select the pieces that are greater than 4. Wait, what? Select, similar, all by trait, faces by sides, number of vertices greater than 4. This is more than 4 vertices. I don't think it does. There we go. It's because I had everything selected when I first tried it. Then we triangulate those, reset the whole thing, set vectors. We get these edges looking a real sharp. A real sharp. Sharpay. They do perfectly fit together, which is cool. Not a fan of the solidify in the back. That does look a bit garbage. I'd rather have just a circle void. Circle void. What would be the best way to do that, though? Should have made the back of this before. Whatever. That looks good. Okay. Some questions for tomorrow. We're going to be stopping work in just a moment because I'm still pretty brain dead today. Still pretty brain dead today. It'd be nice if there was some sort of very easy to grab, like just an object, VRC Fury object option. I don't see anything there for that. Let's go here. And we'll say Unity. What am I searching? VRChat. I should search VRChat over here. Item, grabbable, prop, prefab. I just want to see if there's a VRC Fury one. That would be better. VRC Fury.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Another one here. Uh, transparent. Of course, then I would go. You want to extend it, and then the
No. VRChat Vampire Femboy. Wow. I think this is what I'm looking for right here. Okay. I mean, that's not ideal. Not ideal. Should be able to retrofit a grabbing system I have. No, we have to do it custom because there's just enough nuance there because to be able to grab either side of the mask. Well, no. No, I think I'll just have it grabbable. You can toggle either side. I'm not going to make both sides grabbable. That's going to get really too many edge cases there. So you grab the whole mask. The whole mask. And then if we put it back on, it would cover your vision, but we would do something like is local turn off or something like turn off only in the. Is it Poyomi? There should be an option for that. Poyomi turn off in mirror. Hmm. Pre-selection very simple section that controls whether the shader should appear in the mirror or not. Material will only be shown inside the mirror. So when it's on the face, I would want it so that it changes the texture. Just what do I mean by mirror texture? Is this just a mask? I would love it to just be a mask value. Mirror tint color. I am too tired for this. Texture. Replace. Tract.
The mirror options are pretty simple if you want to use them. Enable mirror options. Then go to show in mirror. If you want your object to only show up in the mirror, select show only in mirror. If you want it to show up only outside the mirror, select don't show in mirror. We're going to show it in both. If you want to enable a different texture in the mirror, just enable mirror texture. Note that enable mirror options must be checked or else it will not work. Go to your mirror texture and select whatever you want. And that's about it. If you have any problems with this, feel free to join the Discord.
All right, so I'll have to make a separate texture just for the mask. Let me write that down because I'd love to be able to control that, but I cannot. Mask material. But we're already in very poor, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Because I can just go ahead, duplicate this, call it mask, and add it to the mask FBX. There. So now I will be able to control its visibility. And this is good. When you put it on your face, I'll be able to turn it off for normal. So yeah, it would be on everything else except, and that way locally, when it's on the face, it won't interfere with your vision. And then you take it back off, it shows up again. Easy peasy. Okay. That's the way we want to do it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, it is time for me to call it here on the stream. I am quite tired today. I think still did a full-ish day. Still not the most productive work, but we are improving in health. That's good. But I think I'm gonna go relax, take a big nap, drink a lot of water, go to bed early, and kind of call it there because I'm still feeling a little pooped. But I certainly appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. We're going to be wrapping up this character tomorrow. Everything's kind of fallen into place. Just need to do the gestures. But the face is rigged. We just need to make the mask easy. So I think we're very, very close to done. But again, it is time for me to get some rest. So thank you, everyone. I do hope everyone has an amazing rest of their Wednesday. Thank you, Zru. Thank you, Fallout, for chilling with me, hanging out. And anyone else that's lurking out there, Windy, Sky. And thank you again for the raid, Binks. I super appreciate that earlier. But much love to everyone. I'll see you all very soon. Sorry for the low energy stream, but we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to coffee up, get into it, and crush these projects we've got lined up. So I'll see you all then. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.